Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan, and I teach IELTS here. Once again, I welcome you to my IELTS reading video, and this video is being recorded on your demand, okay? Because your comment is by command and your demand is what I try to fulfill. I try to act upon your demands, and that's why I'm making this video. Well, the type of questions which we are going to solve now in this video, that is notes completion but with one word only. Right, notes completion is the type of questions and with one word only. So you got to complete the notes with one word only. We have complete questionnaire here and we have to solve this. Now let's go to the book, let's go to the handout, and there I'm going to solve it and I'm going to give you some guidelines, some practical examples how to do that. So without any further delay, now let's go to the handout, and there we are going to solve one word only, note completion. Let's take a start. Alright guys, it's basically about complete the notes below, notes completion, choose one word only. So again, one word only from the text for each answer. Write your answers in boxes 21 to 27 on your answer sheet. Fine, no problem. Absence in the workplace, employees' rights, recommendations for employers. Now, help with issues related to disabilities, for example, provision of a suitable dash. Now provision of a suitable what? That's what we got to find. Help with issues related to disabilities. Now first let's just find disabilities and then we can see what is it. Okay, there isn't anything about that. Disabilities, disabled, yeah, here. Alright. Now let's read carefully from here. Act making about an employed who are disabled. In these cases means disabled. The employer should consider what reasonable adjustment could be made in the workplace to help the employee, right? This might be something as simple as supplying an appropriate chair, for the use of the employee. In cases where an employee suffers from an allergy caused by something. Let me see. The question is help with issues related to disabilities. For example, provision of a suitable. Provision means supply. A suitable. Now let's see if there is anything. Okay, so there they say this might be something as simple as supplying, and for suitable, appropriate. Now let me tell you, if you know the synonym of suitable is appropriate, you can easily find the answer. Suitable and appropriate, and the answer is chair. See that? Supplying an appropriate chair, and here they say provision of a suitable, and the answer is chair. See, it's simple answer. Okay, provision of arrangements to deal with any work related. Provision of arrangements to deal with any work related. Now there is something which is related to the work, right? Let's see if there is anything. We need to read ahead. For the use of the employee, in case where an employee suffered from an allergy caused by something in the workplace. Caused by something in the workplace means workplace related. Caused by something in the workplace, and here they are saying work related. Work related, and what is it that is caused by work? Provision of arrangement to deal with. To deal with what? Now let's see. They say, okay, as simple as supplying an appropriate chair, and then they say in cases where an employee suffers from an allergy. Allergy caused by something in the workplace. Now what is caused by something in the workplace? That is allergy. And what is the question? Provision of arrangement to deal with any work related allergy. I tell you again, to deal with any work related, and for that they have said an allergy caused by something in the workplace. So in case where an employee suffers from an allergy caused by something in the workplace, the employer should consider remedial action and all that stuff. Okay, we've done with 2. Now let's go on. Time of work. okay, to deal with short-term problems of. Now short-term problems of what? That's what we need to find out, okay. Time of work to deal with short-term problems of. Of means like, I mean there is in relation to or anything like that. Let's just read ahead. We've done until here. If the absence is because of temporary difficulties, see that? Temporary difficulties, and for temporary difficulties we've got short-term problems, okay. Alright, it's all about synonyms and synonymous phrases. Learn synonymous phrases. I'm so excited that I'm not pronouncing the words well. Time of work to deal with short-term problems of. Short-term problems of what? If the absence is because of temporary difficulties relating to. Now for relating to, they are using of. Of and relating to, they are the synonyms. Of and relating to. So relating to what? Relating to dependents. The answer is dependent. So let's write it down. Dependence. Okay. Asad Yaqub's experience for IELTS reading is going to help you, and I'm teaching you all I know. 100% I'm giving you my 100%. I'm not hiding anything at all that you join my classes and all that, not at all. I am truly honest with you. Okay guys, possibility of arranging that are means plural. Possibility of arrangements. Okay, now arrangements is referring with this. Okay, possibility of arrangements that are dash to help with domestic responsibilities. Now for domestic they might use the word household issues and all that. Now possibility of arrangements that are dash to help with domestic responsibilities. Let's see, let's just go on and we got to see what can be the answer. Okay, the employee may be entitled to have time off under the provisions of the Employment Right Act. Okay, in cases where the employee has difficulty managing both work and home. Now again, what's the question? Let's just keep in mind. Possibility of arrangements that are dash to help with domestic responsibilities. Now what is domestic responsibilities? Work and home. Okay, in cases where the employees has difficulty managing both work and home. Home is actually domestic, right? Responsibilities. Okay, now we got the direct word. Employees. Now the answer is here. Employees have the right to request flexible ways of working. Now those ways are such as job sharing, employers must have good and all that. Employees have the right to request flexible ways. Now no more than one word. Let's see, either flexible or ways. Possibility of arrangements that are, now if I write ways to help, no, that are flexible. I tell you why. Possibility of arrangements that are. Now what are they saying here? They are saying employees have the right to request flexible ways of working. Right? Job sharing, employers must have a good business reason for rejecting any such application. So the answer, possibility of arrangements that are flexible to help with domestic responsibilities. Flexible is the answer here. Okay, let's go on. Recommendations to employers. Make it clear that absence is a possible reason for. Now absence can be a reason for something. That's what we need to find, that it can be the reason for what. So absence is the clue word. Make it clear. Tell them that absence is a possible reason for what. These are recommendations to employees. So employers should investigate. Okay, now we read from here. Unexpected absence. They are talking about absence. Unexpected absence promptly. Now what are the words? Make it clear, absence is a possible reason for. Reason for what? Unexpected absence promptly, and the employee should be asked for an explanation at a return to work. Okay, right, interview. In order to show both the employee concerned and other employees that absence is regarded, now important, Absence is regarded as a serious matter and may result in dismissal. Okay. The answer is here. Absence is regarded as a serious matter and may result in dismissal. Now what is the question? The question is, make it clear that absence is possible reason. And possible. For possible they are using the word may. Believe me, I will eat IELTS raw. For that they are using the word may for possible, and for reason they are using the word result in, and then after they have written for with reason we write for, with result we write in. So whatever they write after that, that is going to be your answer, and there they say may result in dismissal. Dismissal is your answer. Okay, dismissal. I'm sure nobody can teach you IELTS reading like this. Okay, I'm teaching you from my heart and you're learning from your heart, so it's a heart to heart thing. It's not teaching, it's a heart to heart talk. Okay, let's go on. Ask employees for consent before contacting their. Now there is referring to employees someone. Ask employees for consent. For their consent, for consent they can use the word will or and all that. Ask employees for consent before contacting their. Now contacting their what? Can be relative or whatever, right? Let's just go on. It is very important that persistent absence is dealt with firmly and consistently. Okay, records showing lateness and the duration of and explanations for all spells of absence should be kept to help monitor levels of absence or lateness. Okay, if the employer wishes to contact the employee's doctor apostrophe s, what's the question? The question is ask employee for consent before contacting their. Now let's see, if the employer wishes to contact the employee's doctor for more information about a medical condition, he or she must notify the employee in writing. Notify the employee in writing means employee consent. Ask employee for consent. I've got to talk very fast, okay? I've got a lot of pressure. Ask employee for consent. For this they are using the word notify the employee in writing that they intend to make such an application, and they must secure and all that. Now and they must secure the employee's consent in writing. Now what is the answer? The answer is ask employee for consent before contacting their. Now employees, and therefore contacting their, they have used apostrophe s. Employees dash. Now what is that? Let's see. If the employer wishes to contact the employee's doctor, and here they say ask employee for consent before contacting their doctor. Okay, yeah, so it's actually that. Now one last question. Identify employees affected by. This is important. And identify employees affected by dash and provide support. Now there is something, if the employees are affected by that, then you need to provide them support as well. Let's see. Now we'll go towards this. This is the last portion. Consideration should be given to introducing measures to help employees regardless of status or seniority who may be suffering from stress. And see the link, who may be suffering from stress. Who means employees. They are talking about employees, right? So they are saying here, this employees, who is with that, right? And now what's the question? Identify employees affected by. Now affected by and suffering from, they are the same thing. Affected by, suffering from. Now this is what you guys need to learn. Suffering from what? Stress. So the answer is stress. I told you, no hollow tips. The real tips that work out, okay? Affected by and suffering from. So again I would say you need to learn synonymous phrases. That's all. Welcome back. See that if you follow my instructions, if you follow all the tips, then definitely one word only in notes completion is not going to be a problem. So all you need to do, you need to pay attention to the questions and pay attention to the passage, and there should be good understanding, and then reading will not be a problem. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, you can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best with your IELTS preparation. Not only I wish you all the best, I rather guide you all the best. I teach you all the best. I inculcate my knowledge all the best, and thank you very much once again. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.